So what is going on, friends? My name is Orb, and welcome to one of those videos where I'm gonna talk like a bunch more than I usually do. In the background, I don't know what we're watching. Maybe some Black Ops 2, maybe some Call of Duty Ghosts, maybe some Battlefield. I don't really know. We're gonna add that on afterwards. For the time being, I just want to put on the mic and just kind of talk my heart out. Okay, talk my heart out about life and where I see myself in the future. And oh man, we're going deep on this one, guys. We're going deep on this one. Or I actually don't know, but nonetheless, I've been thinking about the future, right? I've been thinking about the future in all this chaos with content ID matches for all the gamers out there on YouTube who are partnered, and ID claims coming out of everywhere. Me myself, I've gotten like maybe 30 or 40 so far, which is kind of a lot for how many videos I have. I know a lot of people that have thousands and thousands of videos, but they haven't gotten more than maybe 15 content ID claimed. So maybe I'm doing something wrong, but nonetheless, it's got me thinking of the future and when this dies down, because one day it will, whether that be tomorrow or in a week or a month or a year, it doesn't matter. At some point, it's going to end, and it's not something I'm sad about. I mean, obviously, it's a big part of my life right now. I mean, I'm literally talking to you guys on my YouTube channel, and you guys are subscribed for whatever reason you're subscribed for. But one day this will all end, and this will all I will move on to something else, and people will move on to whatever they're doing, or other people they're gonna follow, and it's kind of just like the circle of life, right? And since I'm going to America to study in, I mean, what is it now, 26 days? I leave in 26 freaking, no, not 26 days. Oh yeah, I leave in 16 days. And, I'm going to be gone for 5 months. I'm going to be gone in a new country, living on my own in a new country, pursuing something I'm not, I'm not used to. I mean, obviously studying, I haven't studied for, X amount of years now, and it's going to be a different experience. But I'm not at all afraid of going there. I'm not at all like, oh, I want to back out. But at the same time, it is something new, and it is something substantial. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to stream while I'm there. Well, most likely I'm not going to be able to stream right there. And streaming has been a big part of my everyday life, not only with making money, but just how I spend my days, and something I enjoy. Obviously, I enjoy video games. I enjoy entertaining people, and that's why I enjoy streaming so much. But now, obviously, that is going to come to an end, and then you have to fill the days with obviously I'm going to be studying, but there's going to be free time. And I'm just wondering how I'm going to adapt to that life of all of a sudden, just being like, oh man, I got all this like free time to do, not video games. I'm not really sure how that's going to, impact me or, affect me. I don't really know how that's all going to be. But I'm not really frightened by it. I feel like a lot of people would be. Maybe they will have their reservations regarding pretty much just giving up a successful live stream to pursue something else. And of course, YouTube, I don't know really what's gonna happen with YouTube. All I know is that I'm gonna try and vlog as much as I can, and I'm gonna buy me a fancy new camera, which should get here later today or tomorrow. So that's gonna be a little bit better, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna enjoy vlogging that much, or if I'm gonna vlog much. I really don't have a strategy, and I guess as far as like keeping an audience and everything, I'm not really sure how that's gonna go, and if people are gonna be interested. Obviously, people subscribe for me playing video games, and this is not at all like, oh man, it's so sad on my behalf. Like, that's not it at all. Like, I'm doing this trip because I want to trade environments a little bit. I want to take the next step in life. And that doesn't necessarily mean leaving everything behind. It doesn't necessarily mean throwing away, the YouTube channel or Twitch channel, or, my friends at home for, 5 months, and my family here. It doesn't necessarily mean throwing anything of this away. It just means that I think I'm ready to try something new. I feel like I'm always striving for a challenge in life. I feel like most people, when they're asked, like, and they're really honest about it, I think most people want a challenge. They sure, it's really nice to kick it back and, play video games and have a good time, or, whatever you do. It's okay to kick it back once in a while, but for the most part, I feel like people are looking for a challenge in life, and definitely trying something new. And I mean, yeah, moving to America for 5 months from Sweden, Sweden itself is a tiny country, and Sweden is so vastly different from America, obviously, and I've started to realize that. I mean, obviously, I've been traveling to America a couple of times now, and just talking with people, conversing, just traveling around in America, going to game conventions. It's a lot different than Sweden. I mean, Sweden has, what, 9-10 million people living in it. America has, I don't even want to guess a number, but, I mean, I believe New York has, like, the entire population of Sweden, pretty much, like 7 million or something, which is absolutely insane. I just think I'm really going to enjoy this switch. And, who knows what happens in 5 months? I mean, maybe... I don't know what's gonna happen in 5 months. I don't know what's gonna happen when I'm done studying. Maybe, maybe I'll somehow get to stay in America, or maybe I'll be like, you know what, America wasn't really for me. I'm heading back to Sweden, or maybe, oh, now I want to go to Australia, or, I don't really know what the future holds, but all I know is that I'm super excited for it, and I'm super excited for trying new things, and just living life. It feels so strange to say living life, like my day-to-day life now isn't, like, a lot of fun, which it is, but it's this concept of, as I said, like, pursuing a challenge or trying something new. And, standing on your two own feet in a country you're not used to. Obviously, I know how to talk English, obviously, so, that will help. But it's definitely going to be a switch. It's definitely going to be something new. And I'm excited. I don't know, obviously, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm pretty damn excited about going. And I don't think I've gone, like, nervous yet as far as, like, traveling there and, being away from family and friends for so long. That hasn't really hit me yet, and I'm not sure if it will. Obviously, through YouTube and streaming, I've been able to travel a lot to America, for instance, and it's gotten me very accustomed or very used to traveling. So the traveling bit is not at all big, but the fact that, I'm going to be living in another country for 5 months, that's, starting to hit me a little bit. And maybe when we're closer to the 28th, that's when I'm going to be... pretty damn nervous and excited at the same time. We will see. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about in this video. I just wanted to ramble on and talk a little bit about the future and what I feel of it and how excited I am for what's to come. It's definitely gonna be a scenery change. And I'm hoping to God that I'm gonna enjoy it. I think I'm gonna enjoy it. Obviously, I spent time in California before, so as far as, like, weather and the culture and everything, I think I'm gonna be okay. I like LA, I like California as a whole, so hopefully it will be a really good time. But guys, as I said, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you're doing awesome, guys. I hope you're doing awesome, and whatever happens, obviously, it's not like I'm gonna stop doing videos, but whatever happens, I just want to thank everybody for everything, really. Up until this point, it's been kind of crazy to be able to do what I do and travel and stuff, and sometimes I feel like I'm bad on showing that to you guys, but sincerely, like, thank you for everything. And yeah, have a nice day, guys. We will talk more about this and more about the travel stuff when we get closer to the 28th. But with this said, have a nice day, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Later, guys. Bye.